anybody could do, and you couldn't hit him hard enough to stop him because there were 4 different shields. And if
Yeah.
you layered it the right way, he became impossible to kill. And it was a rough time in League of Legends history. The enchanter items were also exceptionally
Yes.
strong back then. And so I was when I saw the Yumi and then the Lux, I was like, ooh, if we get a Lulu top lane or a Karma, that was what a time. It would have
Very
been so
high
much fun.
AP. So yeah, there's not a big tank on our, let's see here, Azan side. I think Jack's gonna be a little bit tanky, and
Diego is durable at least.
pretty boy Mixad face. What the heck, Viego.
Diego.
Like they can have they can have a little bit of sustain and resistance, but not quite tank stats. So Gragas and Galio on our Ionia side are going to be able to have a lot of that staying power in team fights, especially with like Zaya and Briar able to jump in to just start dealing damage. That is something where if they're able to get Kog'Maw out of the fight, Kog'Maw can't melt down the tanks. So, like, I'm always looking to the team fight aspect of things, but we also have to look at the lane. Zaya and Zyra can lock down a Kog'Maw pretty hard. So that's where I'm looking at, like, that high risk is gonna go off a cliff. But if they do super well, Zaya and Zyra. Wow, that is actually hard to say.
Ionia, I hope you're happy. I'm gonna mix those up the entire game. Chat, forgive me.
Like it sounds like I want to say Zaya and Rakan, but I'm like, no, it's Zyra and Zaya, or Zaya and Zaya. No, it's Zyra and Zyra. No, it's Zyra and Zaya. I wasn't trying to get it wrong 3 times in a row. I tried to get it wrong once, and then I couldn't get it right. Zaya and Zyra. Wow.
There we are. Thank you, Riot. This is their fault. I'm gonna say it's Riot's fault, and that's okay.
Rito, please. Quality company.
So one other thing, two. I have 2 other points that I want to address while we have some time left. Number 1, did we maintain the champion order for draft? Because we talked earlier that Viego isn't typically anywhere but in the jungle. But I know what?
Viego's 4th pick.
4th pick isn't really what I'm worried about. I see him in the top lane here in our LCS order. It doesn't matter because we can move it around, but if that's where he is...
with the new overlay. Actually, with the overlay, it's a little different. The special overlay we have is not quite the same. However, they are in the proper order.
Okay, so that is a Viego top lane, and that is really interesting to me. And it's something I haven't seen really for a long time. Since his release, I've only seen him in the jungle, and I don't know how well that goes.
Yeah, he's got enough that I think he's comfortable. Like, he could probably be comfortable in the mid lane, to be honest. It's a little bit better in the top lane just because you have more of the walls to play around. But I think he'll be comfortable. It'll be more of playing similar to how Kayle plays.
Yeah.
Where a mid-game Kayle plays, where you don't have to play super safe, but you still have to, like, respect your lane opponent.
Right. And the next point is the hard displacement crowd control on the side of Ionia. They have the Gragas and the Galio. I don't think those were them. But they're going to be able to interrupt that Kog'Maw, and that's what's important. Lux has a snare, and you do have the stuns from the Jax and the Viego, but that's only going to set up the Kog'Maw for so much because it doesn't displace anyone. And so if that is the Zaun plan to just let the Kog'Maw rip into everything, it's going to be really, really hard when you look at all the different ways that Ionia can interrupt. So got to keep that in mind when we go into our game. These picks very, very strong. I think we're doing some troubleshooting right now.
Yeah, I'm working on something here.
Oh, good for Fnatic.
Overlay's having a little bit of we got moment. Oh.
Okay, so it is Viego in the jungle. Just locked in a little bit differently. All right, everybody, we are on the Rift for game number 3. Thank you for sticking with us and for being here for the December tournament. We have Project Zaun on the blue side and Project Ionia on the red. We're going to see which of these sister teams comes out victorious in the end. Nice,
big shout out to the Project server. Speaking of communities, where if you want to get into competitive League of Legends, the Project server is the way to go.
Absolutely. I had a chance to talk with the server owner, and he said how much everyone loves coming to play here and how excited they were because of how many people they've been able to collect. That sounds creepy. How many people have joined their server and put that together. This is a nice little duel here. Sunny versus 2-round Cats. Flash taken there by the Viego. I respect it. I don't think you take that fight regardless.
There we go. Everything's working now. Okay. Sorry. I am here now. I'm paying attention.
Lafreddy is low. He's level 1. First blood over to the side of Papa Suave. Here we go. We got our KDA superfan Gragas up on the top side as well. Guilty Angel landing some damage there onto Mablanco. Inting Meower actually might go down here. No, Goof doesn't want to dive underneath the turret, especially with how tanky Gragas can be with the W.
All right. Sorry for not turning off the background music in there. That's my fault. We are now. I am fully in the game. 3 minutes late.
That's okay. You only missed first blood.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh no, I barely saw that. That's
Okay.
what I was afraid of in the beginning. Is that you're easy to lock down. You're one champion and you're a squishy champion at that. Where, like, I don't even know if late game is going to be able to make up for how much pressure you give up in this early game with the Yuumi Kog'Maw. It's a stretch. Call me a non-believer, but if you prove me wrong, I will be singing your praises for a long time.
Well, even with the death, we can see the pressure itself hasn't really gone down. And so it's not as dire as it may have seemed in the beginning. It is 300 extra gold to the side of the Xayah. They didn't get a plate, but like it's only 500 gold difference here. And 400 of that is first blood. Inting Meower might be in some trouble. He's out of mana and just kind of hanging out there. Looking around on the map, we've got some vision set up around that Drake. It is spawning pretty soon. No pressure coming out of the side of Project Ionia to back up their jungler, but I think Sunny is okay with that. Briar is just such a strong champion, even early on. She's able to do so much with the built-in sustain and everything. This might be some trouble here for Lafreddy. The pullback was not for 3 feathers. Papa Suave not able to get that. That's a barrier coming. Flash forward from Lafreddy. No kill onto Papa Suave, but do they get the kill onto the Purple Darling? He is ignited. Is the flash going to come out? He gets it, and that's gold to the Kog'Maw.
I love to see it. 2-round
Cats is in some trouble. Guilty Angel and Sunny are on the chase. He is invisible for a little bit. No flash while the taunt is there, but the range on the stun from Sunny is quite large. Goofed is on his way, and he needs to prop the counter strike. Doesn't want to flash, and he is safe, but unable to save his jungler.
Yeah, But good call to run away from that. Not much you can do against 3 people, especially this early in the game. And Lux giving up a little bit of priority in the lane, just a couple of minions, so it's not going to be too bad, especially since the other laner walked away from it. Uh, double TP, single TP. It was a recall in TP. Is this a lane swap?
I don't think so. Oh, it is. Yes, because
Yeah.
Galio was in the mid lane at the beginning.
Yeah, so they decided, you know what, we're gonna see how this works out. And yeah, it's a good call.
I wonder if it was a timing thing more than a desire thing because neither of them were really losing, but this actually
Yeah.
might be exactly what they were looking for. Goofed is taken down very low. He doesn't have a lot of mana either, so he might have to go back before coming in to catch what's under the wave. He does have the teleport
Ooh.
available. If he stays too long, he might go down. Guilty Angel just hitting 6. That means he has a few points there in that Justice Punch. The passive is scaling up. Galio deals a lot more damage than it looks like he should in the early parts of the game.
This Ocean Drake is going to be very helpful for Yudon Goof to stay in this lane, though.
That is true. But now that he has minions, I want to see him back. That's the perfect timing. Like you have the teleport, you'll get back before it crashes, and that moment is the best time for him to do that.
Yeah.
We had a trade.
I'm thinking about this more. Is that this? Wait, did I miss the death?
Miss which death?
No, he just went back. This dragon, Ocean Drake, is going to help us just all of these lanes sustain a little bit more because everyone on the Project Zaun side are happy to wait until later game to scale up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's one of the fun things about watching these types of games is how many of these teams draft and understand that, or are you just picking champions and are comfortable playing? And picking a strategy like that can be hard because you want to just play the game even though you have to wait until your champion is strong.
Yes. All right, we have in the top lane, Yudon Goof is getting jumped on.
He's tanky enough.
Away.
Yeah, the ward hop capability from Jax is one of the greatest things in his kit. It makes him extra slippery. It's frustrating to fight, but boy, does it feel good to do.
Project Ionia looking to make a play in the mid lane here, and
Lux gets the root, but Sunny is here to counter engage. Lots of knockups, and that's the displacement we were talking about. Stun into knockup, into knockback, into knockup, and Ionia picks up another kill.
The perfect bait for this Lux that was as clean as really anything, probably the cleanest play of the day so far.
Just chilling, knowing that you're not going to get hit strong enough to do any kind of damage, and you bring her right in. That was very well done by Ionia.
All right, I'm speaking of the sustain I was talking about earlier. Lefreddy here is happy with this Ocean Drake and just slowly just whittling down these 2 lane opponents and staying super healthy because of it.
The Zyra?
Yeah, the lane opponents.
Yeah. There was a great suggestion from Xeno and the Snurks in the Twitch chat. No, not quite. No mana there on Inting Meower, so he's going to go back. Doesn't take all his hit points. Guilty Angel gets another big amount down onto You Done Goofed. And Lefreddy feeling pretty happy here with, like you said, the Ocean Drake plus the Yuumi. This might be the death of Inting Meower. One more auto.
No E.
Oh, man, no E.
So what's that ability called? I'm going to...
Loosen Singularity?
Here. Yes.
Oh, Lefreddy is caught by the Briar. Yuumi throws down the ultimate. It doesn't do a whole lot. Freddy flashes. They've got the slows. Freddy pops the barrier, and he lives. That was actually terrifying for Zaun.
Yeah.
In goes Goofed. Turret shots on the... Oh, okay.
Like, the Kog'Maw is supposed to be the glass cannon, but the glass cannon didn't break to a very solid gank. That's scary.
It is very scary.
I'm starting to
Goofed,
believe.
not in trouble. In comes Roundcats. That's a flash from Guilty Angel. He wants to land the taunt so he can get away a little better, but he has no mana. That means no more Justice Punch. He jump in from Goofed. Guilty Angel goes down. Shut down Gold. Over to you, done Goofed on the Jax.
All right. So Project Zaun, I was a doubter. I have some I have a lot of hope. This can go either way. As there's like as we mentioned earlier, they're happy to just scale into late game. Everybody can has a lot of strength on Zaun's side.
Oh, Meower wants to interrupt these Void Grubs. Sunny is there, gets rooted, then stunned. Mablanco is getting low. Ignite is down. No flash available from the last time. And Inting Meower picks that one up. 3 Grubs going to turn into 5 here for the side of Ionia.
Unfortunate. That was a good time to go for it from Zaun, but they didn't break away fast enough and give up a kill as well as the rest of the Void Grubs. I don't think they keep any of the Void Grubs from that. They just should have had to run away, but just it's a little bit of unfortunate timing.
It's an interesting trade, and you will never have the priority on that side of the map because of the bot lane pick. Yuumi can't roam.
Yeah.
And Lefreddy on the Kog'Maw doesn't want to roam. And so as Zaun, you have to understand that you're probably not going to get those. But what do they have? Oh, round 2 Cats gets hit with the Briar ult, flashes over the wall, but look at the pressure they have from Lefreddy. He gets actually caught there. I did not realize that was going to go so poorly for him. Open has to jump over to Roundcats, but he is too far away, and Sunny picks up another kill. No! Roundcats makes it over the wall with the ultimate. Yeah. Guilty Angel looking for the chase, isn't going to take it, but there went your pressure. You have to have the bottom lane pressure if you're going to seed things on the top.
So I wasn't quite able to see it, but what happened is right around here. Kog'Maw goes, "Oh, I can go help with this," but then gets collapsed on from up, down, and to the side. Where yes, you can help, but not if you get collapsed on in 3 different directions. You have to be, especially since you don't have a traditional support. Mm-hmm. Your positioning matters a lot more, and you're playing the Glass Cannon Kog'Maw.
Right. And the point about your positioning mattering a lot more is because you're putting 2 bodies in the same exact spot. And if something goes wrong, it's not just a single death that happens. Goof's going to get knocked away by the barrel. Nice emote there from Inting Meower. He's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. It was sad. Sometimes you miss him. That's okay.
Blanco taking damage here from Guilty Angel. I think that's all it's going to be. Is actually a pretty even trade, all things considered.
That one was pretty rough.
In Mablanco's disfavor.
That trade is probably going to be worth enough to go all in. And that's what you have to be ready for. You just keep trading back and forth until you get them low enough where you can all in. You don't have to 100-0 them, and you don't have to get the kill for it to be worth it. If you push them out of lane, you get some free priority. Usually that means you can push them out of lane again.
I honestly want to see more of Roundcats on the bottom side of the map. You got to get this Kog'Maw ahead, and you don't have the pressure. But Roundcats might be in some trouble. He does go invisible, and this combo is very strong. It does dodge out the heroic entrance knockup, but 2 ultimates down from the side of the Ionian project.
Yeah, trying to get a pick. Oh, here comes
teleport. This is an engage. Lefreddy is in a lot of trouble here. Justice Punch into the Idol of Durand. Purple Darling picks that one up. But oh no! Papa Suave! Survives! He survived! He has like 12 health! Oh my gosh! Papa Suave, the confidence! Mablanco's gonna get caught after trying to come in as well, and Zaun just took some really bad trades. But meanwhile, on the top side,
Project Zaun gets at least something. Consolation prize. I wanted to see how much health was on there, but they didn't have target frame on.
No. Oh my goodness. That was actually crazy. Like, if I'm Papa Suave, I just stop moving. Like I don't even bother trying to CS or anything because I know I'm dead. And then
Yeah.
I swear, dude, 20 or less HP on that. We'll have to talk to Poppy Suave later tonight and see if he remembers.
Yeah. All right. So uh Project Ionia looking very happy right now going into this mid game. And yeah, I agree that I want to see Round Cats start putting pressure on the bot lane. That's the one you really want to get ahead. But this Kog'Maw doesn't have a lot of space to move, is not very mobile, which is why a single
Mm-hmm.
teleport, even if Kog'Maw would start running away right then, would die. Instinct Meower gets jumped on again
This
and
is
just
actually
dies.
this is not a bad move either, though, because Jax becomes a late game terror. So getting him gold and getting him pressure is a good plan. I just think
Yes.
that he could do more of it alone than. Oh, that's why. I was like, why did he flash? But that's a Briar
He had
ultimate
gotten ulted
underneath the
on.
turret. He survived for so long. Poppy Suave gonna take some decent damage. Ult's a little bit late, but Opie is gonna make it back, and that's really good here for Zaun. The trade 1-for-1 on the bottom side. They get the kill, and then they get the Herald.
The flash to get the kill because of the that's a very deep Galio.
Mablanco, buddy, that was pretty close.
Yeah, you use the flash in order to get that turret aggro on the Briar, so you're able to trade flash for a kill. That is worth pretty good. But so, yeah, talking about Viego putting a lot of pressure on the top lane and trying to get Jax ahead. That's where a lot of times you want to try to focus the problem, but if you put focus onto the Jax and try to burn them down, guess who gets to blast them? And it's the little void puppy.
Exactly. And so I like the idea that Zaun put together. I agree with you that it's going to be hard to hard to execute because of how, especially this early part of the game, it has been going for LaFreddy and OP.
I am loving
But
the vision pressure that both teams are pushing out just now too.
mhm, that's how you get what you need. Inching Meower gonna throw down the ignite to try and dissuade Goof from doing it. Ooh, that was a decent combo, trying to knock him underneath the turret. But Inching Meower is gonna be in some trouble as Round Cats is here. Cats and Meower up in the same lane. That's terrifying.
Inting Meower now has like most of his, especially his ultimate cooldown blown, where Dungoof is happy to just take that trade again and then win the fight.
This is a turret.
Doesn't need to win the fight. You're just gonna take the turret, and now we're gonna put pressure on it.
Flash forward, but Galio is on the way. He does get the double knockup. He does only land the stun on, or the taunt rather, on one. Inting Meower gets the knockback. Round Cats, he does pick up the kill, so it's a 1-for-2 instead of a disaster. The Freddy with OP going against Sunny. No turret this time.
The Freddy
but
is not taking
Freddy
any damage.
wins
What's happening?
Sunny trying to dodge out the ultimate does not work. He gets a little bit of healing. He heals a lot. Actually, he survived. Somehow he makes it out, and they turn around the play. Sunny is still alive. Dude. Oh, Briar.
Wow.
Not okay. Absolutely not okay.
The
Oh my goodness.
legendary Sunny, showing just how legendary Sunny can be.
So I think I need to stop calling this player Sunny and give proper respect to the legendary moniker in the name. We're gonna call them TLS.
Legendary.
Legendary. Yeah. Yeah. TLS looking really good on this Briar. Terrifying, in fact.
All right, 20 minutes into the game, Baron Nashor is on the field, and another Drake was taken by Project Ionia, and yeah, we're time to set up for the next thing. It's a little too early to start looking at the Baron play.
I agree.
But yeah, I think it's try to put some pressure on the top lane and get this turret, especially try to shut down this Jax, because here comes Round Cats for round, I don't know, 35.
But this is a 2v2. Goofed is hit with the Briar ultimate, knocked back again. This is a 3v2. You done Goofed does get the counter strike, but it is not enough. And Roundcats doesn't get the execute. That's 2. Is that the triple kill for? No, just the double. I can't count.
So that is twice in a row they have tried to go on to Inting the Hour and then got collapsed on, and it didn't go well. The Project Ionia is now respecting just how much pressure Viego was putting on the top lane and is countering it.
I like that play from Mablanco. He makes it out and is able to go back. But on the bottom side, Lefreddy and OP are pushing again. I think you tried to get to the turret there instead of
with how many people are top lane. You try to put a little bit of pressure on that. They are going to back now, so I think you clear this next wave and leave. Well, at least Briar went back.
Gotta watch for that ultimate again.
Oh well, now you don't.
Yeah, you don't get that turret at this point. But look at that. Ionia pushing in the mid lane. They keep the Xayah-Zyra combo on the lanes, trying to take these turrets. And that's exactly what you want a Xayah to be doing, using that AD, using that that W to get your attack speed and take these turrets down.
Yeah, and 5 Void Grubs, you're happy to just siege turrets all day.
Precisely. Ooh. Mablanco is in a lot of trouble here. I'm pretty sure Mablanco goes down. Guilty Angel is close. Getting to the turret. Mablanco is there. The shield saves him for just a moment longer, but Guilty Angel is tanky and does not care. In comes You Done Goofed. He'll get the stun. The fight back there from Guilty Angel. He doesn't have the stun to stop the heroic entrance, and instead, round 2 Cats does go down as well. That's 4 members of Ionia there in the middle lane after that fight.
Meanwhile, you have Gragas in the bot lane just shoving the next thing, the next wave.
I like that he is going to go back. He knows that the death timer is up on Mablanco, and he doesn't have anything else to do here. Instead, go spend that gold he has.
It's the strategy around that is you push this wave up and you have priority on this, because your actual goal after that engagement is this dragon that's about to spawn.
So you want the timing rather than the pressure on the turret. Lefreddy out a bit too far, does have his flash if he needs it, but it looks like he doesn't.
Yeah. So yeah, getting set up for this dragon play. This going to be 3rd dragon for Ionia or 2nd dragon for Zaun, and Ionia has the pressure to take this.
TLS is caught here in the jungle, almost picks up a kill. Guilty Angel wants to go on to Mablanco. Goofed is here as well. It's a 3v3, but the Guilty Angel picks that one up. Ionia ahead. They also have 2 members on the Drake, and they're going to get it.
Yep. That priority, just power plays after power plays. Yep, they're looking right at the Baron right now.
It's the right play, honestly, especially when the Lux is gone. That's one of those kind of stealing tools that teams like to use. Zaun has no answer to this. They can't win the fight, and they don't have a way to steal from a distance.
Yeah, and you're so far ahead. Every engagement you have, you're coming out on top. So with one person down, if anybody shows up, they're going to be able to turn right back around and just take him out. Like, the Project Zaun is making the right call. You can't really contest it. You might be able to do like a hero smite here, which is why Roundcats is here. But Jax, You Done Goofed, was in the top lane, took out a wave, and then just went back. And then Lefreddy's just taking the wave and going back. You're trying to get what you can, because if you try to fight that Baron, you just die. Oh, no.
Guilty Angel sets up the play. Lefreddy is dead. 2 Cats is here. He wants to get the stun. The passive from the Kog'Maw will help secure a kill. And now a flash there. Round 2 Cats dodges just a little bit. Sunny is going to be the next target for Zaun. Done Goofed is healing quite a bit somehow. And Sunny is low. He doesn't die. It's another one of those cases. Mablanco will pick up the kill with a Leeson Singularity. That's good shutdown gold, but it doesn't matter because Project Ionia come out way ahead on the fight.
So they get 2 kills, but they're going to lose 1 turret, 2 turrets, 3. Did they just lose the top mid? I don't remember. So at least 3 turrets and probably 2 inhibs. They might be able to take the game.
With the Baron buff, the Ionian team is pushing the lanes like you should. Lafredi wants to go in onto Poppy Suave,
no.
taking a lot of damage flashes away, but it does not save him from the root. Poppy Suave does survive. 2 cats can't go onto him. Guilty Angel is running interference. Meower does take the mid inhibitor, and that is 2 inhibitors down at 26 minutes.
All right. Now, as you may know, 1 inhibitor down will end the game if it is left unchecked. With 2 inhibitors down, the best play for Project Ionia to do, just walk to bot lane and walk in the minions. Because even though 5 people may show up at one point, they have to split up and deal with the super minions. So that's when you're able to jump in, especially since you still have Baron buff for another minute. Yep, there's nothing you can do. The Project Zon should not be out of the base right now.
It's hard to juggle that because you have to get something while the waves aren't in your base. But Poppy Suave is pushing 1 in. They have the 3v2. They pop the cleanse. Poppy is able to get out.
Bye.
Guilty Angel going to be caught here. Mablanco goes very, very low. Poppy Suave very low as well. Knock up there from Guilty Angel. Lafredi is getting low at this point. Flash forward. Goof gets the kill onto Poppy Suave, and the damage over time will get the kill onto Lafredi. Oppie is going to be taken down. 3rd inhibitor is down. That's going to be Trihib, meaning double super minions. Round 2 cats is trying to save Mablanco, but he can't. TLS picks up yet another kill. That's an ace for the side of Ionia. They only have 1 Nexus turret left. They only have a Nexus left, and they're going to take game number 3.
Round 3 going to Project Ionia. Very strong showing.